That's quite interesting. Today, I was having a conversation with some team members, and this came up. And I like what he said about the regulations and how cumbersome it's become. And I'll give a scenario. As we sit here, all of us sitting here, right? If you are ironing, I always use this example for some of these things, and then it touches your hand, right? You feel the pain instantly, no? Yeah. And so if somebody tells you iron burns, you know in your mind that it burns you, so you will not go there. As against smoking, right? We tell you that if you smoke, you get lung cancer and all of that and everything. It's not instant. It takes quite a while for it to come through. So you realize that very young people have now taken the habit of taking cigars, it's like a status thing, like I'm a big boy, that kind of thing. Yeah. The effect is not immediate. It's long term. So these are some of the things that we need to pay attention to when we are looking at ways of getting the youth or whoever it is to stop whatever it is to stop it. What you want to effect, you need to be mindful of the implication. And if it's long term, you need to find a way of bringing the long term effect immediate. However you do it is up to whoever it is that's responsible. And that's all of us. So it starts from conversations such as these, bringing industry experts to talk about it and trying to come up with ways and means of getting that done. So that if, for instance, smoking in itself, right, it takes a very long time to have the effect on you. You can probably, if it's possible, have documented a process where you know somebody who probably went through smoking and eventually this will happen to them. If that is shown, you see the effects. So it's very easy for you to appreciate what could happen if you don't take action, for instance. So what I would say is how we can get them to appreciate it. You start from the beginning. I mean, I brought this thing here for a purpose, right? So where I am from, we teach you to save from very young age, and it may start very little. Now, in your mind, you want to probably own a house, but you can start from somewhere. So little drops of water, it makes that mighty ocean. So it's like you need to be very intentional about incorporating it probably in their studies, for instance. So for a very young age, this we give to the kids who have accounts with us. So when they know that when you do this, you're able to achieve what you want. You want to buy a phone, you want to buy a new shoe, a dress. It's gradual. You can get there. It helps you. So you incorporate these financial literacy habits or lessons in their curriculum. So from nursery, you have something that they can appreciate where financial literacy is concerned, and then they appreciate it. When they move to primary, you up it up a bit in a language that they understand, so that they see the effects of knowing how to at least be financial literate. So that when somebody calls you, like the CEO was saying earlier on, MD was saying earlier on, if somebody tells you, give me your PIN number, I've sent you something, you know from financial education, from the little that has been taught you, that doesn't make sense that somebody will call me and ask me for something that's supposed to be known to only me because you've been educated on that. You move to the SHS, it moves up another notch in a way that you can understand and bringing more realities. You go to universities, it comes in. So when you are taking certain decisions, or you are getting close to say these betting things and all of that, you are very mindful, you are aware of the risks, you regulate or you limit the risks, because in everything there are risks, even in savings. I mean, we're all here when we tell you that what do you call it, treasury bills are the safest, right? But eventually we had to take haircuts and all of that. At least you know that you do not put your eggs probably in one basket, things like that, from education. So you are mindful, and then you are careful how you go about it. So it starts from us, regulation, constant conversation, being very intentional about it. These roadshows that are happening from the Young Investor Network, for instance, these are all ways that we can get them to appreciate things like this, so that when we are putting it out there about the dangers and all of that, it's very easy for them to grasp because they already have the background, the foundation.